everybody, and welcome to another episode of Behind Enemy Lines. You can see that things are a little different this week. We are not with our friend Mario. He's dealing with some personal stuff, so we'll miss him this week, and we hope all is well on that front. However, if you're listening to this on YouTube, which is an oxymoron, if you're seeing this, you see me and Jay in the same place. I'm at his house. We're trying something different with our recording because I'm up here, so this is probably going to be a little more of a spare parts-ish kind of episode, so apologies if there's a dip in quality or if things seem weird or whatever, but we still wanted to get something out to you, especially after missing last week. So I have Jay here, and I have Cox joining us digitally as always. How are you doing, Cox?
I'm good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm ready for this weekend.
It's going to be something.
Oh, yes, it is.
It really is. We'll get into the weeds about that a little later, but that's very, very exciting. And Jay, how are you doing? I might as well throw it to you.
Football-wise, terribly. Personally, I'm doing all right. Let's fucking roll, boys.
We'll just take it. We'll do that. Oh my goodness! So
I have something of pain-worthy for Jay in Coxie's corner, just for him.
Ooh!
Oh, you're a dick.
Can't wait. Can't wait. We'll get to that in a little bit. We always like to start with headlines and kind of news or interesting things from the past week or so of football. Obviously, we had a week off, but I don't really think off the top of my head there's anything too crazy that we missed that we're not going to cover in some way or another. But we always start with a Thursday night recap. Battle of the Big Cats, Jags, and Bengals. What do you guys think of the game?
It was a hell. Usually, Thursday night games are a shit show, so it was actually nice seeing a very good game till the end there. I thought Trevor Lawrence showed why he was the first overall pick for most of that game. I thought he was a little. And the thing about Trevor Lawrence, and this is, I think, a lot of people that I've been listening to in the media have been saying the same thing, is that he wants the long ball. He wants to play hero ball a little too much. You'll see multiple times in that game where it was like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and you could see, James Robinson or a tight end or whatever in the flats right there for the first down. He's trying to yuck it up for 20, 30 yards. I thought, but for the most part, I thought he played really, really well. Joe Burrow is going to be a fucking problem in the AFC North for years to come. He's a fucking stud. Yeah. Nixon, I hope he's still healthy because he was out the last couple of series at the end of that game. But he was. Yep. He showed why he was taken where he was taken.
Yeah, super impressive by them. I'll have Cox go just so people in the same room don't talk for too long.
I mean, yeah. Look, Trevor Lawrence definitely tries a little too hard to force things, and I think he himself recognizes that. He's stated that it's the NFL's a different game than it is in college. He has to try to not force it, as much, because in college you can kind of you can force a lot, and it'll probably work. I mean, the dip in skill level between certain teams in college is vast. The NFL, no. But the other thing I really liked is the Jags are starting to utilize James Robinson more. I mean, I don't know what Urban Meyer was thinking with Carlos Hyde. I understand that he wasn't available for this game, but I don't know what they were thinking in those first 2 games, not utilizing James Robinson the way that he should be utilized, which is a bell cow back, because that's what he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed it last year, and finding that right balance between running and passing is what's going to, one, protect Lawrence and make his job a lot easier in the passing game. I mean, 18 carries for Robinson, 78 yards, and got 2 touchdowns out of that. Like, that's a good stat line. If you can get your running back going like that, you're going to be in a lot of games. So I that's what I focused on a lot, and in watching this game, was just seeing how that offense is kind of maturing under Urban Meyer and with Lawrence at the helm, and it definitely is. But yeah, as far as Burrow goes, I mean, yeah, he's definitely going to be a problem. Like, the AFC North needs to fear what Joe Burrow is going to become, because he's probably going to be running that division before long. Like, he is a great passer. He's got enough mobility to where he can get it out of the pocket, and I like that you can see it game by game. He's becoming more and more comfortable with that knee. He's not as kind of hesitant. You saw that in the preseason. He was a little hesitant about the knee and not wanting to get hit there, but he's taking shots and he's okay. So overall, it was an encouraging game for both teams. I mean, obviously the Bengals won, so better for them. But I think Jacksonville fans hopefully understand that it's more playing the long game, and it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, I full agree about Burrow. You guys are right. He's an absolute dude. We talked a lot in the offseason about the Jamar Chase pick. Or cries you a sweater of tears and you kill him has been my meme about it the whole time. Are we, with the way that Chase is playing and his connection with Burrow and how that team is playing with that duo, is anybody feeling like they might want to walk back their criticism on that? I'm wavering a little bit, but I'm not. I want to see what you guys feel because I'm not sure.
I'm wavering a little bit on it, but when I look at the fact that Burrow's been sacked 11 times already this year, no. I still think if you could have gotten Penei Sewell was there.
Yeah.
I get Jamar Chase, the allure. And I see what he's doing, and it is big. But when you still had, you had Tyler Boyd, you have T. Higgins. I understand he's hurt, but you can't predict that.
Yeah.
And Auden Tate showed decent glimpses last year too. So you still had a formidable passing attack without needing to add Jamar Chase. Again, as you say, cries you a sweater of tears and you kill him. He's still been sacked 11 times.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You can't allow that going forward. You can't have him get hurt again. So that's why, I waver a little bit because Chase is really showing us a lot, but overall long term, meh.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally fair, and I was kind of curious about that. The other question, actually, well, I'll ask you as well your thoughts on the whole Chase versus Sewell versus keeping Burrow upright thing. But I just stream of conscious thought of this as well because the Jags did play better. You think that's Urban Meyer? How do we feel about that whole situation now that we've seen some growth?
So I'll answer both. So 1st I'll start with the Chase question. I'm kind of with Cox. I'm wavering a little bit, but I'm still. I've said this. I've said this the entire time. I have no problem with picking Chase because he is a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal wideout. My problem is with how high they took him. When you have that kind of pick and you have what you think is going to be and what looks like is going to be a superstar quarterback, you got to protect the investment, man. And they already, like you said, Cox, they already have weapons, and you can't predict injuries, obviously. So yeah, I still think they should have went O-line there. I think Sewell should still have been the pick. As far as Urban Meyer, what was at the end of the second quarter, right before the half, he forgoed the field goal to try to get in the end zone, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's getting a lot of heat for that over the radio waves. Rightfully so. I would have taken the points there, obviously. I still don't think, I just don't think Urban Meyer's built for the NFL. I don't think he's, and harken back to what Cox was saying earlier, is that he was relying on Carlos Hyde. He seems like he's still a college coach, relying on those college numbers, kids that were 5-star recruits, and it just seems like he still thinks he's at Ohio State or Florida. I think that game was more of Trevor Lawrence being the number one pick than Urban Meyer becoming a better coach, honestly.
I think that's fair. What do you think, guys?
I don't know. It's hard. We're only 3 games in, so it's kind of hard to really see denote or give blame as to what's going wrong or what. The Carlos Hyde one, yeah, that's obvious. That's just dumb. That was dumb to try and do that. If you wanted to have Robinson be your 1 and Carlos Hyde be the 2 and do a 65-35 split, fine. Would have totally understood that. That would have been okay. Because Robinson, you can't really have him be, you don't want to waste Robinson. You kind of want to prolong his career maybe an extra year. But I don't want to sit here and say that after 3 games, I'm not encouraged by what I'm seeing. So Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a learning process for him. Like I feel the whole team is kind of going through a learning process. And I think the fact that we're seeing learning and progression through 3 games is encouraging. So I don't want to really, sit here and say he's not cut for it yet. I still don't think that he's a long-term fit for the NFL just because he's not really been a long-term fit anywhere.
Yeah.
Stays for like 5 years and then
Yes, the job's open
something
too.
goes wrong and then he leaves. But to be fair, 5 years in the NFL is a decent amount of time. Like most coaches, I feel like nowadays don't get 5 years on a team like the Jaguars. You're not going to get 5. So if he can make it 5 years for Jacksonville, then clearly he was doing something, I would say, correct. So I don't know. Jury's still out for me. But
Fair. Yeah, I can echo all those statements. I don't think he's a good NFL head coach. I don't know if he's got it. I mean, again, we saw improvement, but I wasn't sure personally if that was more Trevor Lawrence or Urban Meyer, but I would lean toward Trevor Lawrence in that, and I think it's right. That's a whole growing pains process kind of there for that whole organization, not just the team, not just the coaches, but like all of it. It's kind of wild. Biggest acquisition that they've made in the last week is obviously the Dan Arnold trade that I had to shoehorn in there because now I'll never get my dream of Sam Darnold to Dan Arnold.
Yeah,
Devastated. The dream is
it was
died.
a good trade. It was a good trade for both sides, though.
Oh, it was. No, I'm not saying it wasn't at all. But damn it,
It'll probably get used more. To be fair,
but my memes, dude.
I know. I know.
I need my memes. But
I know.
To stay on subject, I think it's that whole team's going through growing pains. I don't know if Urban Meyer is the long-term answer. I have strong doubts, but I guess it is still early enough in the season where we can't really make an assessment, even though there was all that drama and all that stuff going on.
Yeah, that's never good. But
yeah, but who knows? But speaking of growing pains, I want to talk about Justin Fields' debut, boys.
Oh boy,
what the hell was that?
I don't know.
That was Matt Nagy.
It's a great question.
Not protecting his rookie quarterback is what that was.
Go off. Take the floor. Tell me more about it because I want to hear it.
Look, Justin Fields sucked in his debut. I'm not gonna say he didn't suck, but some of the play calling was suspect, and I'm being very generous with that term. you gotta do some quick passing, some fucking screens, something like just help your fucking rookie at like a little bit, but again, don't get me wrong, he was bad, but he's also a rookie in his first start playing bad. That's going to happen. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit. I still think he'll be all right. I think he needs a little more seasoning. And, in the NFL these days, rookie quarterbacks, they got to play. They got to take their lumps. It's not like a corner or, a lineman where you can, put them not necessarily like on the practice squad, back up and just kind of learn and then like slowly progress. And then quarterbacks need to take their lumps and see the schemes and see what's coming at them. And I think Fields will be fine if you get Nagy the fuck away from him.
I have to agree before I throw it over to Cox that I'd like, what the fuck is that guy doing? I can't believe it. Like it's going to be a problem if I have several questions and thoughts I want to ask y'all. So I want Cox to make his point, but at the end, I want you to tell me, does Matt Nagy make it through the year?
Oh, I'll start with that. No. No. He should, and he shouldn't.
No.
He shouldn't. Neither him nor Pace should make it through the year. But we'll start with Nagy. The play calling, look, Justin Fields was bad. I mean, 6 for 20 is not like
bad.
No, that's bad.
I might be able to do that.
But getting sacked 9 times is not all his fault. When you do not, with a quarterback who coming out of college, what was a big thing everyone talked about? His ability to run. He ran 3 times. 3. You didn't move the pocket at all. You hardly how many like bootlegs did he do? How many things where you got him out of the pocket and utilized his ability to run and throw? Like, did they not bother to game plan? for Justin Fields' skills? Did they think this was Nick Foles? Like, no.
Maybe.
Like the O line is like clearly their O line is awful. It's bad.
It's not good.
But if you have to know that. You have to. You have a quarterback that can run. I don't know. Design runs for him. Get him out of the pocket just to kind of, get him on the move. I don't know. Maybe try and run the ball more than 10 times with David Montgomery. I don't know. There were so many things in this game plan where you look at it and go, wait, did you care? Like, did you honestly care? Like, and Dan Orlovsky, had, it was either, I forget, it was either like pure stupidity or just negligence, or I think, as he put it, like they were looking to like get him hurt, which obviously I don't think that's what they were trying to do, but they're gonna. You can't get sacked 9 times. The Bears offense has let up 11 sacks on the year. 9 of them were in this game. Like, you can't have that. I'm blown away with how incompetent Matt Nagy seems to be for a quote unquote offensive innovator. He just had his quarterback that can run, stand in the pocket, and try and throw, and not design anything mobile. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm beside myself. It was an embarrassment, and Bears fans should be calling for his job, and I'm pretty sure they are, which they should.
Bears fans definitely are.
Yeah, and Pace needs to go as well. Pace needs to go as well.
Yeah, your little thing about is did they think it was Nick Foles? Just has me in my head thinking that Matt Nagy just has bad vision and saw the back and thought it was Foles, the back of the jersey with his name.
Yeah.
Was like, oh, it's Fields and not Foles.
It's an F, right? That's for Foles.
That's an F. That's the grade I give Matt Nagy so far.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, so insane. But Jay, do you think he makes it through the year?
I do. Yeah, actually, I do think he makes it through the year. I do. I think he'll be fired. I think Black Monday will come for him.
Yeah.
Which he usually does. I think it'll be like an Adam Gase type deal where it's like everyone wants to get fired, but he doesn't get fired, and then immediately after the last game, see ya, get out of here. I just think the Bears are like, and this is just me. They have no statistics to back this up whatsoever, but I think the Bears are too proud of a franchise to like admit their mistake in season and just. Basically, when you fire your coach, you're basically punting on the year. You're saying we're done, and we're just trying to get a better draft. Not trying to get a better draft pick, but basically saying you're waving the white flag at that point. And so that's why I don't think they fire him.
Yeah, well, that's actually a really good point because I was thinking about that too, in the sense that like I think that organization and probably even still a lot of the fans, despite the debacle, like think that this team is like a playoff contender. I think they know they might still be waxing poetic about that defense because they do, have Khalil Mack or whatever. But I think that franchise may legitimately have too much pride to be like, we're not going to punt on the season. Yeah. So I'm interested to see that, like, because it could go either way if I had to pick. See, what I want to happen and what I think are going to happen, I think are 2 different things. I think they should get rid of them. But after hearing both you guys kind of talk about it, I don't think it happens. I think it's very unlikely. Just with, again, the way that they're kind of running things and that whole franchise right now is in such an odd spot for the Bears, I feel like. But, it is.
Were we too hard on Trubisky?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Were we?
Maybe.
He made a Pro Bowl, went to the playoffs.
I mean, like, he clearly... look, and I mean, we're seeing it with Sam Darnold right now. Like, yeah, you can be hard on him all you want, but again, it was the Jets. He's clearly doing better in Carolina. So maybe Trubisky, but like the only difference is we're not really going to see Trubisky start anytime soon to like prove anybody wrong.
Well, if you're a Bills fan, you would hope not.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's very possible. It's very possible because again, Matt Nagy loves to find the most complicated of ways to get 5 yards, and
Oh my God,
it's
that's a great way to put
so stupid. Like, dude, sometimes vanilla ice cream is the best. Like, just have vanilla ice cream.
it's just what you need. You need some vanilla ice.
Like, you just need vanilla ice cream. Like, you don't like, vanilla or chocolate. Just it's fine. You don't need fucking chocolate ripple raspberry road with fucking moose tracks in it and fucking peanut butter cups and just like you don't need that. Like, that's too much. So fucking keep simple.
That's on the Mount Rushmore of fucking analogies.
Fucking,
I love
come on.
The thing is, I can fully see Matt Nagy with just this fucking asinine-looking dish of ice cream.
Dude, he's got like everyone else is sitting here with like simple scoops of ice cream in a cone. He's got like a fucking like a sundae with fucking gummy bears and shit
like
on top.
sparklers in it and shit.
Yeah, like dee 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 dee. It's like
And everybody calls him an innovator for it.
Yeah, it's like no, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my God, I love that this went in that direction. But
Yeah.
I mean, kind of to put a bow on it, I think I know the answer, but like, do you think this persists with Fields?
I think Fields will do better. Fields is going to struggle, especially if this is the game plan they're going to give him. He's going to struggle. But I think eventually, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if he gets to the point where he starts doing his own shit off script in spite of Nagy, just to kind of like showcase his talent, because that'll lead everyone to the like, it's not Fields. Fields is not the problem here. What's the problem? Like, if you see his talent on the field, which we all agree that he has talent.
Yeah.
If you see it, then okay, well then what's the problem? And it's Nagy. So it just makes it that much easier for everyone to be like, yeah, fire him. Boom, gone. Like, whenever it is, it should be now, but it's not going to be, obviously, but it should be.
We shall see. Jay, what's your take?
On what? Which one are we doing now?
The whole situation. You think it persists with Fields?
Oh, does it persist with Fields? I think in the long run he'll be all right. I think he's going to. I think he will struggle for at least a few more weeks. I definitely can see what you're talking about as far as him going off script, because that's what he did in college.
Yeah,
and it worked. Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, like I cannot believe they're not doing more play action, get him out in space, you move the pocket a bit, because that's his bread and butter, really. Kid's got a fucking arm. He's accurate as shit. I think, like I said, in the long run he'll be fine, but he will struggle for at least a couple weeks, maybe longer.
Like, the thing I don't understand is that, okay, so again, if you're Matt Nagy, you just got this amazing quarterback that can throw and he can run and he's got power behind his running. So couple offenses you could maybe, I don't know, model yourself after. Cam Newton with the Carolina Panthers. There's that. You certainly have the ability to do that. Also, one that's in current play right now, the Baltimore Ravens. How different is his skill set to Lamar's? How different is he?
Pretty significantly different.
Might have a better arm.
He has a better arm. He can't run
he can't run nearly as fast, but like he can still run. So like you can take like a modified Baltimore offense and just it's there. Like, hello? Like, stop trying to reinvent the fucking wheel. It's there. Just do it.
And I think this is like an issue across, not necessarily across the league, but with a lot of teams, is that they try to fit the player into their system instead of making the system fit their player. Case in point, the Jets so far.
Well, that's the like syndrome. That's why Kyle Shanahan does so well.
Yeah,
like he schemes around his talent.
Right.
That's why we're seeing that weird stuff with Garoppolo and Lance and all these other things.
Mm-hmm.
But so many people are so rigid about stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, good coaches, like you see a player has a certain skill set, and then you're going to design plays to fit that skill set, and shocker, it works.
Yep.
Oh man, I wish nothing but the best for Justin Fields. I want him to do well. I don't know. I wish nothing but a very unemployment for Matt Nagy, though.
Yeah, before you get someone really hurt.
Yeah, it could be bad. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Fields. Hope. Sorry.
I'm nervous for his kneecaps this week.
Are they fighting?
Are they fighting?
They are fighting the Lions. Yes.
Are they facing Detroit?
Yeah, they're playing Detroit.
Oh yeah, his kneecaps might get bitten.
His kneecaps are probably going to get
There'll be
eaten.
some bites.
There'll be
It's fine,
some.
Yeah, there'll be some chunks out of there.
What the fuck were Cox? Do your segment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can.
We're done with this. The wheels are coming off.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I prepared a little buy or sell. I've got four buy or sell things here. We'll start with Derek Carr. Will he lead the league in passing yards this year? He currently leads. He's got 1,203. Brady's 2 at 1087. Then you've got Kyler Murray at 1,005. Joe Burrow, who obviously has an extra game, but he's at 988. And then Justin Herbert's at 956. So do we think that Carr can actually buy or sell, lead the league at the end of the year in passing yards? Yep, Jay can go.
And that's tough. I've always been Carr, not Stanley, but I've always thought he got a lot more shit than he really deserves because I think he's all throughout his career. But we're 3 weeks in?
3 weeks in.
I think I'm going to sell on this one.
Okay.
I really like Carr. I think the Raiders are doing really good, but there's just too many good quarterbacks out there that I think will surpass.
If you sell, you have to give me one that you're buying.
Okay.
Finish
Shit, that's a tough one. What are the top 5 right now again?
So it's Carr, TB12, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert.
I'm
gonna buy on Kyler.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Love that. Kind of took my answer, like almost verbatim. I also really like Carr. I've always enjoyed him. Eventually, people are going to scheme to him almost exclusively throwing to Darren Waller. So eventually, it's gonna not work as well. And I am going to sell as well. But I was going to also say because I do believe Kyler Murray will lead the league in passing yards this year.
Yeah.
After what I've seen, his weapons are better, than Carr's. I mean, there are obviously like the Bucs have a lot going on too, so I'm not going to say he has the best weapons in the league, but I think they're playing up to potential right now. And if that continues, then we can keep Kyler not running for his life, and we can kind of keep the culture and momentum going the way that it's going now. That he might run away with it.
Little caveat though, I would not be shocked if Carr actually does have the most passing yards in the league this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, the fact that he's already he's like 100 yards in front of the next person is, I mean, it's
impressive.
It's impressive. Yeah. All right. So let's go to number 2. Buy or sell. Kansas City will not win the AFC West this year. Jay, we'll start with you.
Oh wait, did you say?
I'll give you records right now. So you've got Vegas at 3-0, Denver's at 3-0, and the Chargers are 2-1. And KC's 1-2.
Damn. Oh God. So if I buy, I am buying that they will not.
Correct.
Okay. Fuck it. Yeah, no, they will not. I'm buying.
Oh, okay.
That's more fun. I like a league of parity. You know how much I like Justin Herbert. I want them to win.
That's fair. All right, Jay.
I'm selling because I think the same thing happened last year with Kansas City, that they started off decently slow. I think they eked some wins in there, but they started off slow and people are kind of concerned about it. I think they get it together, and I think they win the West.
Will not be shocked at all. I just wanted to be controversial.
That's fine. I get you.
I'll never bet against Patrick Mahomes.
No, with real money, never.
Yeah, absolutely not.
For the sake of an asinine podcast, fuck it. Go Chargers.
All right. This is the one to hurt Jay. Buy or sell. Zach Wilson breaks Peyton Manning's rookie interception record. Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions in his first year. Zach Wilson currently has 7. He's on pace for 39. So buy or sell. He will break that record of 28. Jay?
I'm selling for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
One, it's been 3 fucking games.
Yep.
The other being he's played 3 top 5 defenses in the NFL to start his
Yep.
career.
Okay.
One of them being Belichick, who eats up rookie quarterbacks. He ate up Justin Herbert last year.
Yep.
So I think he gets it together. I'm not going to sell on that one.
So just so you're aware, they still have to play New Orleans.
Yeah, they don't scare me.
Buffalo twice. New Orleans is still the top defense in the league.
Defense doesn't scare me.
It should. Buffalo twice. Their defense has been pretty spectacular to start the year. They still have to play the Bucks and the Pats again.
Okay, but the Bucks probably when they're sitting starters.
I mean, but okay. So like, the Bucks. The Bucks will still. The Bucks will probably still pick him off like once or twice.
Scrambling.
I just like they're gonna pick him off once. The Buffalo, you'll probably have a couple against Buffalo both times. New Orleans, a couple.
Yeah, but you're basing this on absolutely nothing.
I'm basing it on the fact that he's thrown 7 in 3 games.
Yeah, well, he also played.
If you do the math out,
defense. This is his first 3 starts as a fucking rookie in the NFL.
Right, but okay, but but here's the thing.
It's acclimated. I feel like that those numbers will go down significantly.
Okay, even if they go down significantly, he's on pace for 39.
On pace,
even if it goes down significantly, it still could be close to the 28.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't.
Like it's still like coming down significantly is still on pace for close to Peyton Manning's like number. That's again, I understand that he's probably not going to get to 39. That would be ridiculous. But
we should draft a quarterback again next year.
It's close. It's possible.
The thing that cracks me up about that is, isn't that still not on pace to beat Jameis that 1 year?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't think so.
It's 33. I thought it was. Why did I think it was 40-40?
No,
it's 30-30. So yes, it would definitely beat him.
Yeah. No, I thought it was 40. So in my head, I was like, wow, he threw those interceptions at a breakneck pace that year.
Yeah.
I mean, he did.
No, but I thought it was 40. That's my bad. I was misremembering. As for me though, I'm also gonna sell.
Okay, that's fair. I would as well.
Yeah, just because I do think he'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And that's the one aspect you don't want to be better than Peyton Manning in, and I'm hoping against.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it worked out for Peyton.
I feel like he did okay.
Like he clearly he made enough mistakes to where he learned from them.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's the strategy. If
that's the strat.
Everybody in the league, I got it out of the way.
That's right.
Never again. No, but I don't think, because again, that's a crazy pace. I think he just first 3 games getting acclimated to the NFL from not really a top end college school, if we're going to be like honest about BYU.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's not even. It's just a fact.
Yeah. So I think he'll slow down on it a little bit because he's on pace for, what did you say, 29?
39.
39. That's like 4 or 5 a game. It's not like realistically that's not going to happen.
No, it's 2. So because 7 in 3 games, so it's 2 with like some games of 3.
No, I don't think so.
So
he'll pitch a couple of clean sheets coming up, and we won't ever talk about
the schedule also opens up pretty easy for them coming.
It does. Yeah, it gets easier these next.
So yeah, I'm selling.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Again, I would sell as well. I'm just trying to twist the knife on you, Jay, a little bit.
It's already been twisted, my friend.
Yeah.
28 years.
So, number 4, finally, buy or sell. Joe Burrow wins comeback player of the year. Now, I would take into account with this, and I don't know how much they take into account, but the severity of the injury that he's coming back from, the level of difficulty, and the fact that he's again getting sacked a lot and playing for the Bengals. And they're 3-1 right now. So, I mean, he means a lot to the team. Now, other candidates are, the other big ones are Dak and OBJ. You could throw Landon Collins in there if you want. But I would say Dak and OBJ are the other two big ones.
Yeah.
Dak being the other, biggest contender just because, it's a quarterback and it's Dak.
It's always
yeah. So buy or sell, Joe Burrow wins comeback player of the year. D?
I'm going to sell because I've been on record on this podcast as saying either Chandler Jones or AJ Green is going to do it, so I have to stick to my guns. I can't buy this and have the other things still be true. I'm selling because, he's been a little quiet since the 5-sack game, but I would have given him the award right then week 1.
Yeah.
And AJ's coming on. AJ's coming on too. I don't think he can be discounted yet. And again, because I've already said those things, I'm not going
I get you. That's fair.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Jay?
I love Burrow. I think it could happen, but Dak.
People love Dak.
I think Dak gets it.
It's America's team.
Injuries, so we're projecting no injuries to either player.
Correct.
Dak wins it. Yeah.
Okay. Is it just purely because it's just the allure of Dak?
Well, I just think Dak's better right now.
That's fair.
Better, a year or so from now, but I just think Dak right now, in what he's doing right now with the weapons he has, he's going to put up better numbers. I firmly believe that. And to DT's point, I picked the Cowboys to win that division, and I still think they win that division.
Yeah, it looks like now. Yeah, I vastly overestimated Washington. Clearly.
Damn.
Yes, I did too. But they win that division. It's the Cowboys. Yeah, he's probably going to get the comeback player of the year.
So I would actually buy this, and the only reason why I do is just because of the severity of the injury he's coming back from. I get, Dak's injury was no, cupcake either. But for an ACL, MCL, basically his whole knee had to be reconstructed.
Yeah.
And for him to, come back on time for the year and be throwing, 988, teams 3-1, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 72.9% completion percentage. That's ridiculous. Most people, if I had that kind of a knee injury, I would never want to. I'd be scared to fucking walk again. Jesus Christ. So I think people are just because it was made such a big deal of the severity of that injury. And again, Dax was bad too, but the severity of his injury, I think, is what's gonna if he can at least if he can get them to close to the playoffs, at all, I think that's what's gonna, I think that'll be what catapults him is just the severity of that injury. But Dak is 100% a real possibility.
Yeah,
so,
and don't get me wrong, I think Burrow, if he does perform as he's been performing, and even sniffs the playoffs with the Bengals, because the Bengals roster still isn't all that great.
Yeah,
to be honest,
it's way worse than what the Cowboys have.
Yeah, he should get it, but in my mind, though, the media, it's the Cowboys.
I do love Dak,
and everybody loves Dak. I think, and it's voted on by the media, correct?
To be honest, I'm not completely sure. That sounds like it would be.
I think they would vote for Dak. I really
probably.
do.
But that's all I got. That's Coxie's Corner this week. So
yeah, I just want to say I don't think Burrow wins it, because they're playing all right, but they haven't played anybody that good.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
If once the schedule tightens up,
I don't know. I still think going into Pittsburgh and beating Pittsburgh was pretty significant.
Yeah, but they lost the Bears the week before.
That was which is how the fuck did that happen? You know what the Bears are
is on fire right now. I that team is not performing.
Oh, the Steelers, yeah,
they're not.
No, Ben looks done, but
he looks real done. That's a whole different point, though.
It's a whole different ball game.
Cool boy, but thank you for that, Cox. That was a lot of fun.
You're welcome.
That was some good shit. We'll get the game predictions here. I don't have the updated scores because I haven't done them yet, and I'm being fully honest with our viewers and listeners on that. I am very behind on shit I'm supposed to be doing.
Ooh.
I know. So we're doing that now. we want to start with the first one that I see here. We have a Washington football team versus Atlanta Falcons. Who do you guys got and why? I guess we'll start with Cox.
This is tough because both teams are kind of ass. But I'm still I'm gonna try and put faith in the Washington football team. I don't know. I trying to look at like what the hell is the positives here. What one team has over the other. It's kind of tough. But maybe this is like that front four is still really good. They got to get to the quarterback, and they just haven't been doing that. So maybe this is a get right game for them. Hopefully, so I'll take Washington. Not super confident about it, but I'll take them like 24-17.
Fair enough. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with the same score, for pretty much the same reasons. I do think that the football team has better skill position players. I think Curtis Samuel's back this week for the first time in the year, I believe.
He might be. I don't know if he's confirmed back, but he was practicing.
Yeah, so if he's back, that's huge. Obviously, they have Scary Terry, who's a fucking phenomenal wide receiver.
He's a beast.
Their quarterback situation obviously is not ideal, but two shit teams. I think I'm going to take the better roster, which is the football team.
Yeah, I'm also going to go football team, and what it really boils down to me is I think even though they've struggled, the football team's defense is better than Atlanta's, so I think that they'll do just enough to win. I'll do like 21-10, just not to be the same as you guys.
That's fair.
Next up, we have not that one. Texans Bills.
Oh yikes!
Who you guys got?
You can start, Jay.
I think we're all in agreement on this one. It's
Yeah, it's the biggest point spread of the fucking week. Jesus Christ!
The Texans, they have fought hard for their coach, and that's admirable. But come on, it's the Bills. It's like 31-10. Maybe not even that much for Texans.
But those sons of bitches ain't gonna go up to Buffalo and beat them. That's just
and it's early October, so it's gonna be cold as balls.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 69 and raining, so that'll be fun. The over/under on this game. Does anyone know? Does anyone actually know, or like? Because I have it in front of me. Do they want to? You guys want to take a guess? Yeah. Do you want to guess what the point spread is?
12.5.
According to ESPN, it is.
Oh, it's 17. You're supposed to be taking a guess.
Yikes!
Yeah, it's a 17. Yeah, Buffalo minus 17.
That's a college point.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
I would bet on the Texans to cover the spread.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Would you?
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm gonna put a bet in.
That's a crazy point spread in the other.
I'm 40-13 Bills. Like they're just gonna keep destroying people.
Oh God, what would be covering the point spread? Bills win 31-17. So I win my bet.
17, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to do that math in my head really fast.
That's a lot of points.
What's that?
It's ridiculous.
By 16, right? If I do that right.
30. What'd you say? 31. What?
17.
DT's gonna be
that's 4. Yeah, that's 14.
Waiting for the last thing.
You're
Doesn't matter.
Fuck. Amazing. Yeah, it was sweet for the Bills on that one. Oh, battle of the big animals. We got lions and bears, boys.
Oh my.
You go.
I am banking on another shitty game plan from Matt Nagy, and the Lions we can all agree that the Lions have been surprisingly competitive in every game. Like they actually, like their fundamentals have been pretty decent. Like it's not, they keep it super simple, but it's been working. I'm taking the Lions. I think the Lions get their first win here. and it's going to be kind of a low scoring game. It's probably going to be like, I'll take like 21-17, but I have no trust in Matt Nagy. I just have zero trust in that offense to do much of anything. So I'm going to take the Lions 21-17.
Go for it.
I think I'm on the same boat, honestly. The Lions have surprised me as far as how fucking hard they fight, man. Fighting kneecaps.
Yeah.
I know it was a meme in the offseason. I had my share of laughs at all those fucking press conferences. But, I think the Bears are kind of scrambling right now. I think the Lions are fighting hard. Give me 20-14. I think a couple field goals for the Lions seal the deal.
Yeah. I agree. The Lions have surprised the absolute hell out of me. I was the one shitting on them the most all offseason. And, I'm always willing to admit when I'm wrong. But I haven't been proven wrong yet. They're still going 0-17. Give me the Bears.
All right. Yeah. I like it.
Give me the Bears. The same score that you had, but flip the other way. I think the Bears get the field goals.
There you go.
Panthers, Cowboys. Who you got?
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I mean, the offense is too much. I get that the Panthers have, they've had like a really good defense these first 3 weeks. But that if this game were in Carolina, I might take Carolina. It's in Dallas. So, that crowd's going to be rocking. Dallas, Dak is going to, be playing out of his mind. So just give me Dallas. And to be fair, Dallas's defense hasn't played like too bad either. Like Dallas's defense has looked a lot better than what it was last year. So
he's a Bulls-esque where he shouldn't be a head coach, but he's a damn good DC.
Yeah. So I'll take Dallas here. I'll take them 33-21.
Like that. What do you got?
What's the spread on this one?
4.
Yep, 4.
I don't think the Panthers have really played anybody all that great yet. To be honest, I know they've been playing well against not good teams, my Jets included. Cowboys' offense is fucking stacked. The Panthers are dealing with a number of very key injuries, so I'm going to go with the boys here. Give me 24-10.
Nice. Again, I've been impressed by the Panthers. I always preach that the Panthers are a sneaky team. They are like the definition of the team will get you on a trap game. I don't think that's what this is for Dallas, however. That and the fact they traded fucking Dan Arnold means they're going to lose this game. Give me the Cowboys.
We'll be doing this podcast in like 10 years, and
I'll still be
not going to let that one go.
Give me the Cowboys 30-17. Let's do that. That sounds good. Next up, we have Colts-Dolphins. Who you got?
Jay?
Give me the Colts just because.
I like the Colts, man. Fuck the Dolphins.
I just like the Colts. I hate the Dolphins. But I think they need a not a signature win, but they need to fucking get going because there's been a lot of offseason expectations for them. Jacoby Brissett has been admirable in his starts, but he statistically isn't great. Let's be honest. He's a good backup. So yeah, give me the Colts here. I think it'll be a low scoring affair, honestly. Give me 17-10.
Nice. What do you got, Cox?
Yeah, I don't know. Jesus Christ. And I'm still gonna take Miami. And it's Jesus. This is a bad. But I mean, it's a battle of backup quarterbacks. Like it's the battle of backup quarterbacks. But like, if we're gonna look at backup quarterbacks, like I suppose I like Jacoby Brissett because he's been doing it more.
Yeah.
So, and do we want to call this a revenge game? I guess. because
I was gonna.
Yeah,
You fucking stole my thunder.
sorry. I mean, I'll take Miami. I'll take Miami. I don't know. It'll probably be some like
Miami, but I'll bitch about it all Sunday.
it's gonna be like some incompetent scoreline of like 16-13.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tight, low scoring, boring game.
Yeah, like who cares?
Full agree. Jacoby Brissett revenge game though. I think he wins. I think the biggest like reason for that though is like Quentin Nelson's on the IR.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So like that's a big factor, especially like I don't know who people are like forgetting how like real solid Miami's defense has been last year and this year still. And obviously, you know, they got some really good defensive pieces over in Indy as well. But give me the Brissett revenge game.
Love it.
So I think they win. Again, it is going to be like a weird low scoring thing.
Yeah.
Let's be real silly and do something like like 16-12.
Oh, safety! I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh man,
I love that.
It'll happen. It's got to happen at some point, right? I got it. Yeah. Don't touch my hand. That's weird.
I love it.
We got Browns Vikings.
Yep.
That's a game that's happening.
That is a game. I mean, Kirk Cousins has looked really, really good these first few weeks.
Cook's out.
So, like,
doubtful, I think, or questionable. Let me check. He's on my fantasy team.
I think Cook's out.
Oh, is he?
I don't know.
I think he is.
Oh, if Cook's not playing, that makes me happy in fantasy because I have Alexander Madison.
I could be.
I have Dalvin Cook in like
but I'm
3 leagues.
almost certain he's either out or probably not going to play.
Yeah.
Got a Q.
He does have a Q.
He's got a big Q next to his name. But
look for him and his Vikings. Running back looked pretty good in the team's final practice of the week.
All right, so we'll probably play them.
So yeah, like we'll see. Like I'm sure on like Saturday or Sunday morning we'll get more of a picture. Either way, Alexander Madison can still run. Like he's still a good running back.
He's an underrated running back, honestly.
Yeah, but Cleveland will win this game. Just Cleveland can just play possession if they want to. I know Jarvis Landry's hurt and on IR, but OBJ coming back could be really big for them. And he looked pretty decent last week, and I think it's just a matter of getting him up to game speed more. So I think he'll look even better this week. And I just have more faith in the Browns right now, which is a weird thing to say after however long of them sucking, that I have more faith in them than another team. But it's still weird to me to say. But I have more faith in the Browns than I do the Vikings. So give me the Browns. I'll take them 24-20.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. I like that scoreline there. Yeah, I think Vikings have been good, but not great. I think the Browns roster is better, just top to bottom better. Is it at Cleveland or is it at?
It's in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota. All right, that might change things a little bit, but I think I'll still take the Browns. 23-20.
I will also take the Browns 31-21. I don't think that the Vikings are that good, and I think we will see that like skill discrepancy with the Browns and the talent that they have, because I like the Browns defense more than I like the Vikings defense, and I like the Browns offense more than I like the Vikings offense. That normally leads to multi-score wins, so 31-21 Browns.
Okay.
All right, next up we got the Giants and the Saints.
Sure do. Who you got, Cox?
Saints. Sorry, the Giants have not shown me an ability to do much of anything. Like they couldn't beat the Falcons, so I'm certainly not going to pick them to beat the Saints. So in the Superdome, their first game back in the Superdome this year.
Fuck.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh no. Yeah, so that's a big no for me.
Yeah.
I expect the Saints defense to basically be handing him a sack lunch that is Daniel Jones, and eat every pass that they can. And I wouldn't be shocked if Jameis Winston throws like 4 touchdowns in this game and just like kind of yeets it and whatever. Like who cares? I honestly expect I honestly expect Callaway to have like a pretty decent game here. I don't know how much Bradbury is going to actually be shadowing, just because like do they really want to have Bradbury shadow Marquez like Callaway, or are they going to kind of just like have him kind of go around? I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about that, but New Orleans I think will win this probably like 31 to like 17.
What do you got?
I'm a Jets fan. I don't like the Giants. But I think they have been close in pretty much all their games. If I'm not mistaken. They've played okay. I think their record is not indicative on how they've actually played. If I'm being perfectly honest, and that kills me to say that. But they got a shitload of injuries, man. Like that roster is getting fucking just decimated with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So if this was at MetLife, I think it'd be a close game. First game in the Superdome, I'm going Saints like 30-20, maybe even 30-17. 30-17. Let's go with that.
Yeah. First game back at the Superdome. Jameis Winston's eating a W in the Superdome. Fucking 30-10. Like,
Ooh.
30-10 shot take. Kamara's got 250 total yards.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like.
yeah,
I like.
He's gonna he's gonna go as quoted by me, cuckoo bananas ape shit on
I was
these
just
guys.
gonna say that. Cuckoo bananas ape shit. All
He's
right.
gonna pop the fuck off. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think.
Is it going to be another Christmas Day special?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I have him in the fantasy league.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, we didn't do our little individual game previews.
Oh, we got
and I just realized it because the next one up on the docket is Titans
and
Jets.
That's fine. Well, we can
I'll
go.
I'll let you have your narrative time.
There you go.
Yeah. So the Jets have.
I'll go get the soap up now.
Where is
Where's the soap?
Yeah. No. Well, the thing is, the Jets haven't looked good. Let's be honest. The defense has looked good. The offense has been atrocious. Like Adam Gase levels atrocious.
Don't you dare say his name in here.
Shit, I gotta like.
He's like Candyman. If you say it 3 times, he'll come in and fuck up your offense.
And the Jets have announced Adam Gase will be the GM.
Oh no.
Anyway, AJ Brown and Julio Jones are both out, which fucking helps a lot. I mean, Jets corners though, like they started, and I was questioning why they did what they did, but they went with the youth as far as cornerback this year, and it's worked out. I think they're top like 5 in the NFL as far as air yards allowed to their cornerbacks so far. I know they haven't played anybody like crazy good at passing, but still pretty respectable considering the youth that they're starting in that defense. CJ Moses looked like an animal. If Zach Wilson can have that, hey rookie, not welcome to the NFL game, but like, hey, step up and show us why you were drafted number 2 kind of game. I absolutely see the Jets winning this. It's going to be a close one for sure. The main question is Derrick Henry going to get 500 yards rushing?
Yeah.
What do you expect that offense to do? Honestly, you got your top 2 wide receivers out. They're done. They're like not done for the year, but for this game, they're not going to play. They're not going to pass it a lot. They're going to just run it down our goddamn throat. So I think really what this game comes down to is CJ Mosley. Honestly, I think he's the general of that defense, and he's seen everything that you can see as far as a veteran linebacker. He's one of the best linebackers in the NFL, in my opinion, and that's a biased opinion, but I still think it's true. If they can not necessarily stop Derrick Henry, because you're not going to stop Derrick Henry, but if you can limit Derrick Henry, they definitely have a chance, because that defense is, I think, like 18th in the league right now. It's not good. It's like middle to bottom half of the league. Their corners are shit, DT. Their safeties are okay, though.
Yeah, Kevin Byard's good.
If you give Wilson a shot, offensive line-wise, and Corey Davis revenge game, I think the Jets. The Jets have a legitimate shot for an upset here, given the injuries and given that it's at MetLife. If it was in Tennessee, then we'd be having a different conversation right now. But give me the Jets 21-17.
Damn, I wasn't sure if you were going to pick them or not. What do you got, Ryan?
I like that score. I'm going to go with the Titans, just because Derrick Henry is just going to eat people. Like, and look, I get that like their two top wide receivers are out, but again, Tennessee's game plan is run, pass minimally, even when those two are healthy. So just they make you respect the run so much that they can get wide receivers open enough to make, I don't know,
You make
the
people commit to the run, and then
yeah, you can get them to, get 18 catches for you, and that's really all they're going to need. Like it's just going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry has like 40 carries. Like
oh yeah, I can absolutely
like
see that.
wouldn't like that. That would be like, yeah, that's pretty much that. That makes sense. So like 40 carries, 200 yards. Like, man, fuck it. Like, what does it matter? Like,
The fuck was that
so
voice?
what?
Man, fuck it. I like Derrick Henry.
I'm on top of cool.
Yeah, you know who we mean. So yeah, I just can't. Derrick Henry is going to be the best player on that field by a country mile.
Mhm.
So that alone, like, it's the Jimmies and the Joes that win you games sometimes, not just the X's and O's, to quote. I believe that's Bill Parcells. So give me the Titans, but I like that 21-17. It'll be low scoring just because of how much like running and possession that the Titans are going to do.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been wrestling with this one since I heard about the injury designations for their top two targets over in Tennessee. Could be a trap game. What I think this game actually is going to be a Madden game. It's going to be on offense for the Titans, HB dive, and on defense for the Jets, engage 8.
Yeah,
all game. And we're gonna see that play run for a full hour. That is going to be the game.
We'll see which wins.
Exactly. And if anybody knows anything about Madden, running engage 8 fucks you. So,
It's true.
by that logic alone, I have to take the Titans. Although I do think this could be a sneaky little trap
could
game.
be. Yeah.
Because Tennessee's generally disappointed this year.
Yeah.
And having their two primary pass catching targets out might knock them down to a level that is similar to the Jets. I'm not sure. If they can, if literally, they're one-dimensional now, the Titans, in every aspect of the word.
Mm-hmm.
If they can stop that one fucking monster, they'll be good. That's what it's been all year. That's how we beat them.
Yep.
Like, if you guys can do it.
Well, and the thing is, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
But the Jets' rush defense has been very solid so far this year. I know it's a different animal with fucking Derrick Henry coming to town.
Yeah.
But I think limiting him is really what it's going to come down to. And Salah's done such a good fucking job with this defense. Like, I was severely... I thought, like, people are going to put 50 burgers on us, honestly, because the defense, it's just no names up and down the fucking the roster as far as defense. But he's done a phenomenal job. He is as advertised as far as being a defensive guru. And like I said, like, it really comes down to if Zach Wilson has that game, then the Jets win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like a 27-21 Titans. Give me in the Corey Davis revenge game, he gets in the end zone twice, though, as a shot take. I think it's a good way to put a bow on one of the big games this week for this podcast. Chiefs-Eagles, to go in a completely different direction. What do you think's going to happen, Ryan?
Chiefs win. I mean, look. Philly's. Philly sucks. So, like, and you can't imagine that Kansas City hasn't been hearing all of this. Oh, they're 1-2. Like, what's wrong with the Chiefs? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they're gonna be pissed. Yeah. They're gonna go kick some ass. Like this.
There he is again.
Yeah, what?
buddy from the last week. You're gonna kick some ass, and then they're gonna go.
I don't know. So, it's just they're gonna kick some ass. So, give it I wouldn't be surprised if this is kind of a blowout of like a 38-20 kind of a game.
Totally fair. What do you got, Jay?
Yeah, I completely agree. Did we forget that Patrick Mahomes plays for the Chiefs, or what are we doing with that?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
You know, the best quarterback in the NFL. Weird. Is this at Arrowhead?
No.
Oh, it's at the link. All right. The Chiefs still win. Come on.
Yeah.
I think Cox is completely right. I think they're pissed off. I think they are hearing the outside noise about what's wrong with the Chiefs. They're going to be bad this year. No, they'll be fine. I think that it's going to be a blowout, probably like 30-10.
I find this very poetic in the sense that Philadelphia, their quarterback's name is Hurts, because this is going to fucking hurt a lot. I think that it's going to be like a 38-10 kind of fucking affair. They're going to go off. There's enough said. It's probably the biggest mismatch of the week, I think, in terms of two organizations at their current level. So it's that simple. I don't really have much more to analyze about it. I don't really think there's any way the Jalen's, all of them that are on that Eagles team, can surprise us on offense in any sort of meaningful way in this game. I'll be surprised if they keep it close. What's the line on that one?
It's -7.
Why is that one so close, but the other one's fucking...
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That's weird.
Well, because probably it's at the link. That's probably
whatever.
Yeah.
It's a blowout. What I said, whatever that score I said earlier is the score that the game will be.
Question: do they start throwing batteries?
I mean, I've legitimately seen Boo Santa Claus before, so
yeah,
you never know. Next up, we're in the 4:00 window now, and we're probably, if you're not into Tom Brady, the game of the week.
I still think it's the game of the week. I'm on your side, honestly.
Cardinals-Rams.
In terms of a competitive contest, it's the game of the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think the storyline was obviously it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Is this going to be a game, boys?
Yeah.
I'm.
Is it in Arizona or is it?
No, it's in LA.
That's
SoFi.
It's in LA. But the game I'm far and away the most nervous about so far this year, because the Rams and McVay have had our number for years.
Yeah.
And everything to this point has gone perfectly, in the sense of we've shown we're a high-powered offense. Kyler looks like an MVP candidate. We're still not the most disciplined, but it's not fucking our games over like it did last year. We're tightening up a little bit on that front. Kyler's not going down as much. Christian Kirk, it looks like he's taken a leap. There's so many things that are going right. And as when I talked about at the beginning of the season, I need this shit to line up for me to be a believer in this team this year. And so far, it's all lining up. This is a true test of our team. If we can keep Kyler upright, keep Aaron Donald away from him, we have a very good chance of winning this football game.
That's a big ask.
That's a huge ask. I'm not saying it'll be easy. And again, the thing that makes me nervous most of all is McVay's always got our number. And I guess we're due for a win if you want to use gambler's fallacy on this. So the outcome of this game, I think a win would be incredibly significant for us. Depending on the way we lose, if we lose, that'll dictate the next several weeks of the season. I think this is a huge crossroads game in the season for our team. I want to pick them, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pick the Rams. I'm going to pick the Rams because I don't think Cliff Kingsbury has figured out Sean McVay. I'm hoping it's close. It might not be close, but I'm hoping it's close. But McVay will do what he always does, get just enough done. We'll probably lose it at a last-minute field goal. Give me like a 24-21 Rams, and I can't believe I said that out loud. Because if we win this game, we have arrived. Because everybody thinks after last week that the Rams are the team to beat. So if we can do it, we're in business. Somebody go.
Yeah, no, I think you put it perfectly. The Rams are the team to beat. So welcome to the fucking show, dude. Let's go. I think these teams are pretty evenly matched. Honestly, I really do. What's scary is that McVay finally has a quarterback that can do it all.
Yeah.
And I know I harped on it all offseason, and I thought that was the biggest acquisition of any team all offseason was that Stafford went to the Rams and McVay, more so than McVay. Defense has been great for the Cards. Defense has been great, obviously, for the Rams because they're good. They have a bunch of talent, and I think it'll be a shootout, though. I don't think I really do think it's going to be, can Kyler put his big boy pants on or not, and go win you a game? The fact that it's, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because LA doesn't really have fans.
Wow.
Give me 38-34 Cards.
Ooh. You're good. You're a good friend.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to be a good friend.
Better running back, by far. So
I'm not going to be a good friend. Say,
look, start now.
Yeah, I watched the Rams very, very close last week.
Why was that?
Well, because they kicked the shit out of Tampa. They are playing at the highest level of any team in the NFL right now. They are all there. It's one of those things where, like, kind of, they all know what they are, and they're confident about what they are, and they are a demon in the NFL this year. They are to be feared, and rightfully so. They should be. Just everything about that offense. Everything about that offense is scary. I mean, I guess running back is not, but doesn't really matter. I mean, Cooper Kupp is just absolutely blowing people away. No one should be sleeping on Robert Woods either. Tyler Higbee is still a good passing option in that offense. And McVay just has them clicking. McVay and Stafford, it's everything that we thought it would be. Don't get me wrong, Arizona will put up points, but the Rams will put up more points. And they will do it with precision. And I'm just in awe of what they are right now.
How 37 far can go? You're not choking yet.
So it's like, the 37-24.
Can you say one nice thing about the Arizona Cardinals, please?
Arizona, okay. Their uniforms are really nice.
You're an asshole.
That was cold-blooded.
That was cold-blooded.
No, their running backs are better. Like Chase Edmonds and James Conner as a duo is really, really good. I fully expect Arizona to try and run the ball and see if they can kind of get that going, get like a decent balance going. But in the end, they're going to have to throw. And they definitely can. They definitely can throw. I mean, between Moore and Kirk, and they can definitely get the Hopkins. Obviously, you can get the ball going. Like, you can get downfield. And Jay's right. It's probably going to end up being kind of a shootout. Like, it's not gonna be like a 54-51, but like the famous Monday Night Football game a couple years back. But it's going
that
to.
Was so good.
What I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, for that game, I basically made an entire tray of nachos and just sat myself on the couch and just said, "Fuck it, this is my night." So this will be the must-watch game, competitive football-wise, of the weekend. But the Rams will take it. So 34-24 Rams.
Boom there. Keeping it in division, the Niners and Seahawks play as well this week. So Jay, who you got?
Who cares?
Niners and Seahawks. Garoppolo's still starting, yeah.
I believe so.
I feel like I would have heard.
Right.
NFC is kind of alien to me a little bit.
Alien.
Give me the Niners here, and that's just because the Seahawks. I read a article today about how they're trying to change up their DB squad just because how bad they've been in the first games. And they're gonna start. It looks like they might start Bless Austin, former Jet, who is fucking terrible. And if you're trying to change it up week 4 to start Bless Austin, it means things are going very badly. I just think the Seahawks defense is so goddamn bad. I think the Niners still have some juice in their D. And Shanahan's he's a magician, man. When it really comes down to brass tacks, he's a magician when it comes to offense. And they've been doing pretty decently well. Is it in San Fran or is it in
San Fran? I believe
at Levi Stadium.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Niners here. Give me like 24-17.
It's a solid score. What do you think, Cox?
I think the Seahawks are going to win this, and the only reason why I believe that is because if they lose this game, they're kind of getting into panic mode. Like at 1-3 in that division, you're kind of in panic mode. Yeah, like you're pretty fucked. So you have to start winning games, and winning division games away is huge. So I feel they're going to push for it when they all know. And it's one of those things where, Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll have, they do have like the capability of pulling a rabbit out of their ass every once in a while. So, I mean, it's certainly possible that they can go into Santa Clara and pull this one out. I mean, does the Niners offense really like wow anybody? Like George Kittle,
like Samuel.
It's efficient.
I think George Kittle's questionable. So we'll see if he plays, and if he does, what kind of limited basis he plays. But yeah, I mean, like their offense doesn't like wow me. So I mean, if you're gonna make a change, in your cornerback scheme or who you're playing at cornerback, this isn't the worst game to do. I mean, you certainly wouldn't want to do this against Arizona or the Rams. So I just think they're going to be really, really hungry, and they really, really need it. So give me them 33-30.
Okay. Good score. I'm in a similar boat to you, Cox. Like, you got to start winning in that division if you want to contend at all. I am gonna also take the Seahawks. But one of the main reasons I'm doing it is if I need the Niners to lose again, especially if we're gonna lose to the Rams.
Yep.
Keep like higher in the division and all that stuff. So this is a strategically placed me rooting for the Seahawks. And I don't want it to be construed as anything other than being a strategic move.
Let the bottom feeders eat themselves.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like it has transformed this early into the season in that division into a must-win game.
Yep.
And I'm going to rely on Pete Carroll to win a must-win game.
Yep.
Where he doesn't have to run the ball at the goal line.
He did really well in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's
a must-win game.
Yeah. But I'm going to take him, and I'm also because I know we're all surprised by Detroit. But the fact that they even got that close with the Niners shows me that there's a weakness there.
Yep.
And I think a team and an offense like Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll and DK and Tyler Lockett. I don't remember what Lockett's deal is. Why do I feel like he's hurt? I think they can expose that. And I think they will get exposed, and the Seahawks will win. So it'll benefit me because another Niners loss makes the division better for us. And since the Seahawks are kind of already struggling a little bit, give them the one to keep things interesting. Yeah.
Lockett is questionable.
Yeah, I thought he was hurt. 30-28.
there?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Fucking numbers.
Yeah. All the numbers. We didn't miss one.
No, it's
Okay, cool.
Ravens. So next we got Ravens Broncos.
Yep.
Who you got?
Well, I can tell you that the current record of the teams that the Broncos have faced is 0-10. So I don't know how much stock I put into them being 3-0. And you know, if you want to prove yourself, beating the Ravens is a pretty good place to start. Yeah, but they're not going to do that. Though to be fair, the Ravens have been kind of sputtering, so maybe this is a game where they're going to continue to sputter, and the Broncos are going to take advantage. But I'd like to think that they're not going to, and Lamar's going to continue to just run crazy out of his mind, and make key passes when he has to. So I'm going to take the Ravens. It's going to be a low-scoring affair, but I'm going to take the Ravens by a score of 24-23.
Wow. Okay, I like that. I guess I'll go.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think you're completely correct in your assessment of who the Broncos have played so far, which is absolutely fucking nobody. I think the Broncos fans are getting a little ahead of themselves as far as we're fucking playoff bound, we're doing this and that. All right, let's pump the brakes. Teddy Bridgewater has been good, not great, good.
Yep.
Against bad teams. So against a good team, I know that their defense is a little decimated a bit just because injuries happen. But I think I'm with you on this one. I think that the Ravens go on and show them, what a good team looks like.
Yeah.
I think Lamar Jackson absolutely goes, not like bananas in this game, but he goes off for, give me a rushing touchdown, throwing touchdown, a low scoring affair, like you said. Give me 23-10.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, good point about the Broncos and them having not really the stiffest competition so far to go 3-0. But like the Ravens are also super interesting with the way their games have gone.
Yep.
OT lost to the Raiders.
Yep.
They beat the fucking Chiefs. And then they ostensibly lost to the Lions with that delay of game, and then the kick happened or whatever.
Yep.
Construe it however, on the scoreboard they won the game, which is fantastic for them. But keeping the Ravens that close, and depending on how you feel about the Raiders, like losing to the Raiders, they're all over the place. I think this is a prove-it game for Teddy and the Broncos. If they look good, if they look strong, then maybe we can start talking about them as one of those better teams. Do I think they do it? Is the question. I'll take the Broncos. I'm going to take the Broncos because I like their defense a lot. I don't think, again, with everything going on with the Ravens and how they've won their games and kind of they're in a weird spot offensively, especially the things they're doing. They're a head scratcher. They're a wild card. You don't know exactly what that game's going to look like, but that's also what makes it good television. And I think if that defense of the Broncos is as good as I think it is, they'll find a way to limit Lamar Jackson, and Teddy and the boys will do what they do and do enough to win. So give me because I don't want Tucker involved, so I think I have to make it 7 points. So let's do a 27-21 Broncos.
Next up, we got Steelers Packers. It is at Lambeau.
Yeah, Packers. I mean, the Steelers are just they're in free fall. They just Ben looks old. I mean, Najee Harris is really the one huge bright spot that offense has had, especially with the amount of catches he last week. But I mean, Deontay Johnson's hurt. Chase Claypool's questionable now. Their other wide receiver, whose name escapes me. Juju, also questionable, I believe.
Okay.
So I mean, like at that point, like, you're just gonna run the ball? Like, I just don't think you're not gonna be able to put up enough points because their defense isn't good enough to stop Green Bay. So especially if you get Aaron Jones cooking, like, no, it's no. I'll take the pack here. I'll take the pack 34 to 17.
God damn it, that was the exact score I was going to
Sorry.
say.
Want me to change it?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just slightly change it. You mind if I go?
I want you to go.
All right. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think the pack just kind of the thing with the Steelers though is their entire dominance the last 10, 15, 20 years was the offensive line. It was phenomenal, and then they let player go and another player go and another player go, and it's just shit.
Yeah.
You can't have a shit offensive line with an immobile quarterback, an aging immobile quarterback who hasn't been playing well. So with the offensive line being shit, quarterback kind of struggling a little bit. Yeah, I'll take the pack here, especially at Lambeau. Give me 35 to fucking 10.
Stole my score. Dope.
I'll steal each other's scores.
Yeah. Weird aside, because I thought of this the other day, and then I realized it again when I was just now. We're calling Big Ben an immobile quarterback. Remember when he first came into the league, and his big thing was that he could like escape rushes?
Yeah.
At the time, like he was at the level that people perceived as a mobile QB.
Yeah.
It's crazy how the league has
and
changed.
the entire NFL just changed.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up because that's wild to me to hear people, because they're like, a big thing is he's a big guy and he can escape the rush and it's hard to take down. And now we're like, look at this fucking old man. He can't fucking move his legs at all. It's just funny how the league changes. However, to get back on track, I do think that the Packers are just going to be too much for the Steelers. Even though, again, the Steelers D is good, so they probably, won't put up crazy Green Bay numbers that, like, we know Green Bay can do. So 24-10 Green Bay. We'll do that. Kind of like a middle ground between all the other things we were talking about. Fair. Yeet.
Here we
Prime
go.
time, baby.
Bucks, Pats.
Take it away.
Go ahead.
So you all obviously, I know sometimes you guys get a little frustrated with the level of, I don't want to say support, but the level of positivity that I give to the Patriots. This is not going to be one of those times. So the fact that ESPN's matchup predictor gives the Patriots a 43% chance of winning this game is insulting.
Too low, right? Like, it's too low. You're gonna pick the Pats here.
No, this is insulting to me.
Oh, so you're a coward. Gotcha.
Like, the Patriots, they put 13 up on New Orleans and gave up 28 to a team that's
need to be named later and different wideouts.
All right,
did everything you asked them to.
Just shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Shush. So, like, just, I don't know where Pats are. I don't know where people think that the Pats are going to be scoring all of these points. Like, the Bucks are going to easily put up 30 here. Like, at minimum. Are you telling me that the Pats offense is capable of putting up 30 points? Because I haven't seen anything in the last 3 weeks.
Once upon a time.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you here. I overestimated this Patriots team.
You sure did.
I did.
I'm just glad to hear you say it.
because it was really last week. Last week was really what like, I mean, don't get me wrong. They should have beaten the Jets by a lot more than what they did. So that was
that later, because the Jets should have had that way closer.
No, they should. No. But I'm saying when you give, like, when a team gives you four picks,
yeah, okay,
you shouldn't struggle to be putting up 25 points.
Yeah,
can we agree on that?
Yep. No, that's
down, boy, down.
Okay. and then putting up 13 against New Orleans and giving up 28 to Jameis Winston and Alvin Kamara. And I wouldn't even could put Jameis Winston in that cat. Just basically Alvin Kamara. You had one person to stop, which, Bill always stops the best guy on the team. You didn't matter here. That meant dog shit. So you're telling me that you're going to stop Tom, Evans, Godwin, Antonio Brown, Tyler Johnson, Cameron Brate, OJ Howard, Leonard Fournette. Like, you're telling me you're going to stop all of those people with the team that you have? No, you're not. Like, I mean, I get like you're like they're really going to be hounding on Matthew Judon to be worth his pay here, because Donovan Smith at times has not shown an ability to contain the edge. So that is a weakness on that offensive line right now, I would say, is Donovan Smith. So you can exploit that. So one thing I've heard is that, they'll probably just, they'll rush 4 and drop and drop everyone else in coverage. Yeah, I think we'd be okay with that. I think we can just let Leonard Fournette and Rojo run if we really had to. Like, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Like, they're both pretty decent. So, and then just pick you apart when we have to. I'm sorry. I feel like that's what Tom Brady was really good at doing. So, do you think that's going to work? I just don't see how you stop it. I don't know where people think Bill's going to come up with this cockamamie fucking defensive plan that stops this off. No, they couldn't stop the fucking Saints when they really needed to. On a 3rd and 1, they fucking lined J.C. Jackson up 7 yards off of Marquez Callaway. Yeah, that's a good fucking plan. Like, you needed to stop them there, and you couldn't do you were incompetent. I just don't. I don't see where people think this is a game. It's not. The only way this is a game is if Tom Brady's too busy crying in the locker room to fucking play, which I highly doubt. Dude wants to come in here and whoop some ass, because I don't know if anyone else is excited for the Seth Wickersham book.
Oh my god, dude! I've heard the leaks on it. Oh my god,
I'm excited.
It's amazing.
I don't read a lot of books. I'm gonna read that book. This is I would be shocked if this is even a 2-touchdown contest when all said and done. I'd be shocked. This is for me. This is going to be like a 40 to 14 kind of a game, and don't be surprised if by the end of it, everyone's just like, all right, well, you know what? We're not really going to cheer for the Pats here anymore. Let's just cheer for Tom. Yay, Tom! Let's go Tom!
Yeah, fair weather fans.
Yeah. Most Patriot fans are. Let's be honest. They are. When Tom came around, yeah.
Love the Patriots, now you root for the Bucs.
So, look, I fucking hate you. Give me, again, what did I say, 40-14?
14?
Yeah. It's like, I just don't see, does anyone else see how New England does anything?
No, there's one way.
Yes.
You get D.D. Westbrook.
Yeah, and a quarterback to be named. Unbelievable.
Who's their backup? Is that the quarterback to be named?
It's Hoyer, right?
Yeah, it's Hoyer.
That's not the quarterback to be named.
Definitely not. Look, Hoyer would be great from from the 25 to the 25, but as soon as you put him in the red zone, he's going to shit his pants. So, I mean, I don't see how it happens. I just don't see it. And the Bucs, again, so if we want to go on the other side of the ball with the Bucs defense, I get that their cornerback situation is a little rough right now, but has any of their offensive weapons shown the ability to get separation or really do much of anything? Jonnu Smith, I
was wrong about.
Jonnu Smith, look, again, I'm willing to admit that I overestimated this Patriots team.
Yes.
I'm willing to admit it. The one thing I really was hoping or thinking they would do was utilize the 2 tight ends a lot more than they have. Where the fuck they haven't used them at all? And hell, Jonas Smith can't fucking catch a pass right now to save his fucking life. So what all hope that people had in this team is slipping away because everything that we were like, that they were like billed to be, no pun intended, it's gone. Like they're a shell of themselves. And Bill is coaching as a shell of himself.
It's just not a good team.
No, it's not. It's still like it's probably still going to be like a 7-10 team just because, but like it's going to be a rough 7-10. It's going to be an ugly 7-10. And I want to make this perfectly clear. I do not think Mac Jones is the problem. I do not think Mac Jones is to blame. The play calling and everything, it's all like it's not his fault. Like the only thing I would say is his fault is he's a little tentative to push the ball downfield. He's a little too eager to dump off.
Hey,
but like,
it's not your fault.
I'd rather him do that.
It's not your fault.
We're doing a thing, dude. Fucking.
What?
Sorry,
I was doing Good Will Hunting.
Oh yeah, I got you. It's just like I don't know. I don't think it's Mac Jones's fault. I'd rather him be safe than like try and fucking play hero ball and make a bunch of mistakes. But it's just yeah. All right, I'm out. I'm good.
I want that last piece transcribed. It's just, yeah.
I don't.
Put it on my tombstone.
Sid, clip it.
All right, you can go. This is important to you.
Yeah. I love this. This is amazing. As a Jets fan that's been tortured for 21 years, yeah, fuck the Pats, first of all.
Yeah.
Bill has a losing record without Tom Brady as a starting quarterback. Are we ready to talk about that or no?
I'm always ready to talk about it.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking blowout. I mean, the Pats went out and spent $1 million, like not more than $1 million, but like they spent
millions
a lot of money in the offseason. And I remember talking to D when they were doing this. I'm like, what are they doing? These aren't they're okay players. They're not great players. They're paying them way too much money
It was all they could get.
Yeah, I get that, but championship teams are not built through free agency. We all know that.
No, I don't, and I don't think that was their intention.
Bill's drafting record's not phenomenal. Let's be honest. I really think Tom Brady was the dynasty. Honestly,
it appears that way.
I think we're ready to have that conversation. But as far as this game's concerned, I think Tom Brady's pissed off based off what you were saying earlier about the book. I've been reading like not the leaks, but like
excerpts.
Certain excerpts have been coming out from that book about how Bill, when he decided to not sign Brady to an extension, didn't even want a face-to-face meeting when he left.
No, over the phone.
Said, fuck you, I'm out. Whatever. Ego is in play here for both Brady and Belichick, and I think Brady has proven that when he's pissed off, he tends to fuck you up.
Yeah. Quick thing. How quickly do we think he breaks the passing record?
How many yards?
68 yards.
Oh, first quarter.
first or second series.
It would not shock me if it was the second series when he broke the passing record. But yeah, as far as the weapons on the Bucs versus what the Pats have it's not even close. It's not even remotely close. The Bucs are going to win this. And if Brady is pissed off Brady, which I think he's going to be pissed off Brady, he might put up like 5 or 6 touchdowns because he knows that stadium, he knows that crowd.
I just wish Gronk could play.
Yeah, me too. But it is what it is. So give me a score of I don't know, 45 to fucking 17. Fuck the Pats.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have talked about this a lot. So I'm going to put a different spin on it. Just because one of my sports betting app is doing a promotion around this game where there are bet boosts for certain things and all this stuff. So I put down 3 different wagers in this game, and I'm going to frame my takes on this game through this. the first thing is who will catch the record-breaking ball.
Yep.
I picked Antonio Brown.
I like it.
That would just be poetic justice, like all the way around.
Yep.
I picked that for this game because short version analysis: the fucking Pats are going to lose this game by like maybe infinity points. Like, it's going to be bad. I don't know, fucking 54-10. Fuck them.
Oh, I'd love that so much.
So would
Tom
I.
Brady's going to be pissed, like we've talked about. It's a perfect storm of shit where he is going to beat the living shit out of any memory of the dynasty. It's going to be bad.
It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait.
But I feel like there's more fun to talk about. To break the record, there's an over/under for how many how many completed passes it takes. It's set at 5.5.
Ooh, yeah, that's where I would have said it.
What would you take?
I'll take the under.
I'll take the over just because Brady's more of a dink and dunk kind of quarterback.
I took the over.
Not now. He's not.
Yeah, I know, but like in Gillette, I think the nerves might get him a little bit. I think they're gonna keep it conservative at least to begin the game. I think they will.
I don't think so. I think Arians, because it's also Arians' birthday.
Yeah.
So I think I think they're gonna go out there and I think they're gonna fucking ball.
I put the least money on that one, so it's not a big deal.
So I'll still take the under on that one.
I would only say I'd say over just because when they do throw to Antonio, it's typically like 20-yard chunks.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I took the over, because I think he'll get I think he'll do like 5 short boys, and then that 6th one will be a bomb to
It'll be a fucking bomb.
That's ideally what I want. And
I love if that first one was just like a bomb, just like right out the gate.
Okay, what if it's like started the game? It's just a 60-yard bomb.
If it's to Antonio Brown, I don't care because I win the money anyway. Because I put the least on the pass attempts. As long as it goes to AB, I don't care how long it is. It'll work for me. And what I did, this is where I put a good amount of money on this one, and I think it's the most interesting. But it's Tom Brady over 443.5 passing yards, which would be his career record in Gillette.
Yeah,
that's the most. That's over what? Like, because I think it's 443 is what he had.
Wouldn't that be a huge fuck you if he went over that?
I picked yes.
Yeah,
I think he does it.
Oh.
The better in me says no, but
same.
Me says yes.
These were emotional bets. They pay out real good for not a lot of money, so I'm excited, and that's how I want that game to unfold. I want Tom Brady to put up 500 yards passing. I want Antonio Brown to catch the record breaker, and I want to see Pats fans crying, shitting, pissing, puking all over my timeline.
No, they won't be crying because they'll be sucking Tom Brady's dick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
They're Bucs fans now. They're not Pats fans anymore.
No,
all right. What about does Brady hug Belichick after
no fucking
beats the
way.
Shit out of him?
No way.
If it's a close game, they'll be in like some sort of like handshake into a hug kind of thing before like
a full out hug, not a handshake.
Oh, like an actual like embrace, tummy to tummy hug.
Nope.
No.
Okay. No way. Nope.
No.
I think you're right. I don't think that happens.
Zero chance. Especially since Belichick's going to be running with his tail between his legs because he just got fucking shit on.
Yeah.
Hey, with the way the season's going, if Brady comes in and fucking ruins them, is Bill Belichick on the hot seat?
Well, considering the fact that it seems very clear from the book that Kraft does not like him,
yeah,
I
heard that too, yeah.
I would not be surprised if it's talked about.
All right,
wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he'd get fired.
Crazy scenario, right? So let's say the Pats win 5 games this year, right? 5, 6 games, whatever, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And Joe Judge fucking completely nosedives in New York for the Giants. Do you think that Belichick would consider being the head coach of the New York Giants?
Ooh.
Because he does love that team. He said it multiple times.
I wish Mario was here for that.
Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting.
Because I think he would. I think if that position was open and Kraft, it seems like, I mean, you get another shitty season out of Belichick and the Patriots. I could see Belichick making a lateral move and going to
Maybe.
the Giants.
Could be.
And-
That'll be fun.
Sorry, the
got it.
Maras. It's the Maras that own that, right? The Giants.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like they. I mean, I feel like they would be okay with giving Bill full control.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, any team that gets Bill they're gonna give him full control. Let's be
Right.
honest.
So
We can mull on it. We can maybe see
Yeah.
if it happens. I think that's an interesting little food for thought. I just want to kind of talk about our last subject. We saved it for the end. LeSean McCoy called it a career.
we got one more game.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we get the Monday night.
Oh, we need Monday and Thursday. I'm a big dummy. Sorry, we took like 20 minutes on this game and I lost track of shit.
Of course we get.
Raiders Chargers. Who you got?
Great one.
Chargers.
Regular.
Hey.
Okay.
Who you
I'll
got?
take Chargers. I'll just go quick. I'll just take the Chargers 30-27.
Gotcha. What do you got?
I'm actually gonna take the Raiders. Close game. 27-21.
I like Derek Carr. I really like Justin Herbert. I want them to win. I'm going to pick them to win. I liked your score. Let's do 30-27 Chargers.
Yep.
And Thursday, because we do Thursdays now.
Yep.
Rams Seahawks Thursday.
Good one. That's a good Thursday night.
So
Yeah,
what do you
it's a great
think?
Thursday.
We'll open with EJ.
Give me the Rams. Seahawks pass defense is dog shit. And the Rams are firing on all cylinders as far as passing. Give me a score of 34-20.
Fair. Doxay?
I will actually take the No, I'm going to take the Rams. Yeah, I'll take the Rams. They're going to eat up that pass defense. So very excited for Cooper Cup and fantasy for that week.
Yep.
So I'll take them 38-24.
Fair enough. Yeah, the slight concern I have is they will be coming on a short week.
Yep.
After what I'm hoping will be a very grueling game for them. However, I don't think that the Rams drop these kinds of games. So, give me the Rams. I think it might be closer because division rivals normally play each other a little closer.
Yeah.
So give me like a 31-24 Rams game.
Oh, and get excited for next week, boys.
Yeah?
We get Sunday 9:30 in the morning football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. I'm going to be...
He's not going to be.
Jets
it'll
and
be
Falcons.
Can't wait.
Well, here's the thing. I already took the Monday off, so I'm getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning and getting drunk at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I'll be there with you.
Yes, BT will be there. We're doing our annual Boys
Weekend. And
Columbus Day weekend's always our Boys
if you want to come, by the way, public invitation, you can't say no.
Okay.
Can't say no.
Can't say no.
Can't say no.
Cool. Thanks. I'll check my schedule.
Yeah, well, we'll move along.
Yeah, we got shit to do. Big question. I already kind of spoiled it. LeSean McCoy, 1-day contract, retired as an Eagle. Great career. I can't remember off the top of my head. I feel like it was like 6 Pro Bowls, 2 Super Bowls, 150 something. Very good career.
Stats guy, get on it.
Yeah, congrats to LeSean McCoy on a hell of a career. But the big question I kind of want to hear from you guys is like, it always happens whenever somebody retires. Like, is he going to Canton?
Is he a Hall of Fame? Yeah.
He was a 6-time Pro Bowler, so I can give you that. I don't know. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't honestly know enough about his career, but it just, I don't think LeSean McCoy Hall of Famer. I just don't. But I don't know. Maybe I have too high of a bar. But he never really won anything until until he was the backup with the Chiefs, and then again same thing with the Bucks. So like Like he literally like never played for the Bucks. But I'm pretty sure he still got a ring. So I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put him in Canton, but that's just me.
What about you?
So you didn't watch football in the late 2000s at all?
No, I mean I did, but like,
Dude, is
that really what we're gonna give the Hall of Fame to? Is like a guy has like a few good years and then like,
what was it, 6?
6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All Pro, NFL 2010s All Decade running back.
Yeah, he's all there.
I guess
111 or no, 11,102 yards, 73 touchdowns.
All right, yeah, maybe.
Where does he rank all time in yards?
Let me check. Give me a sec.
Discuss.
I guess maybe I just completely forgot about him.
Well, the thing is,
it's just been so long.
It's hard. The thing is, I think people in the NFL is like a "what have you done for me lately" kind of league.
Yeah.
But as far as Shady, when he was on the Eagles, was
22nd all time.
Okay.
Rushing.
I don't know. When he was on the Eagles, he was a problem every goddamn week. He was so fucking good. I really liked his running style too. He was like a little bit of finesse, a little bit of fucking
cut on a dime, baby.
A little bit of bull rusher. Maybe I just have like a soft spot for him just because I remember watching him when I was a kid and he was really good. But yeah, I think eventually, I don't think he's a first ballot. No, don't get me wrong at all. But I think eventually he'll get in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in a similar boat. I don't think he gets in first ballot. I think six-time Pro Bowl is pretty good. 2-time All Pro. I put more stake in All Pros. RB is kind of a tough position to get an All Pro nod. Same with wide receiver because there's so many good people. Like when you get acknowledged there, it's kind of a big deal.
Well, I'm looking at the stats now. His 2013 year was unreal.
Yeah, no, he's nutty. Like for me, it's everybody has their different like criteria for why they think Hall of Fame is what it is, but I always try to take it at face value in the sense that it's the Hall of Fame. It's not the Hall of Good Stats.
Yeah.
It's did this person make an impact on the league for, whatever period of time that they did, and like did that, influence the game or change the game in any sort of way. And I think he did. I think he did enough to be remembered in that lexicon of history that the Hall of Fame really is. Especially, again, all decades 2010 really says all that you need to say. If you're good enough and significant enough to be selected for something like that, you're in. I don't think he'll be in first ballot. I don't think. Again, he's 22 all time in rush yards. I normally if by pure stats, if you're like top 20 all time in like a significant stat category, for me that means you should be in. So obviously he's fringe by that standard, but I think eventually he'll get in. I think he did enough, but probably not for a while.
Yeah, and again, I think it's there's a degree of nostalgia attached, at least for me. I don't know about you, Dee.
I love Shady McCoy.
But I remember watching him when I was a kid, and I say kid, I was like, 16, 17, in early college. Yeah, he was
nasty with the Eagles.
He was
so nasty.
Disgusting. I remember when the Bills signed him in, was it like 2015 or something? Or they traded. Yeah, it was a trade. I was worried because as a Jets fan, I was like, "Fuck, they got Shady McCoy."
That snow game though,
yeah,
where he fucking went insane. Like, I think I think it's valid. He's not somebody like with you saying he's not in that I'm like, what? Fuck you and your opinion on that. There are people like that where I'm like, how do you not think that? This one I get.
It is a tough.
An argument can be made for both, which is why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah,
I think that's a good place to wrap up. Do you guys have anything else to put a bow on Shady McCoy or anything else we talked about? Anything you want to bring up that maybe I didn't give you time to do?
No, I just looking at his stats, I can guarantee you going from 2013 to 2014, a lot of people drafted him really high in fantasy and were disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Love that. But anyway, I think that wraps us up for this week. Good luck to both you guys and your teams this weekend. And good luck to anybody watching, listening. Unless you're playing our teams, it's always what we do here. Then we hope you get destroyed. And I guess if you're a Pats fan,
Fuck
maybe
you.
get some, I don't know, insurance, diapers. I don't know. You're going to need some way to take care of yourself after this whooping. So be careful out there.
Invest in a good rum.
Yeah, a good rum. You are going to need it. But we appreciate y'all so much. We will catch you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.